welcome every one of you fantastic friends, family, fellow geeks, nerds, ham radio enthusiasts, technological prodigies, and World Radio League users all across the fruited plain and beyond. We're so grateful and thankful for each and every one of you that choose to tune in here to the World Radio League show every Monday at 2 p.m. Central. That's 3 p.m. Eastern Time. I am Andy in Zero APX, your extra host for today. And we've got a show lined up for you. Unfortunately, James is not going to make it today. He's still in the UK for the WRTC 2026 event. What an epic weekend, guys. We'll talk all about that here in just a little bit. But I do have the fabulous, fantastic Miss Catalina. Bienvenida.
Hello. Hello, everybody. Happy Monday live stream. Hello, Andy. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, Catalina. How about yourself?
I'm doing great.
Awesome. That's absolutely incredible. How is the weather in Argentina today?
Freezing. Winter. Winter holidays are starting next week here. So the school stops for 2 weeks. So
wow, nice.
It's we are in the middle of the winter, but it's okay. But because it's a sunny day, so it's freezing, but it's a very beautiful day.
Yeah, absolutely. It is quite the opposite, of course, as always here in the States. Right here in Missouri, it is very warm outside, very sunny. Yeah, it's really something. Guys, I am coming up on this time of year, brings back fond memories because I'm coming up on 2 years. In fact, I may have already got there. I'm not sure exactly. Catalina can probably pull the exact date that I was hired on at World Radio League, but I'm coming up on 2 years with the company, and I am so grateful for the opportunity to work with these amazing folks. What an incredible team that James has put together, and I'm so thrilled to be a part of it. Sherry says WRTC was a huge success for WRL. Indeed, it was, Sherry. Hi, James' mom. Good to see you.
Hello, Sherry.
Yes, WRTC was incredible. We're going to be telling you all about that. We've got some command center updates that are in the works that I can share some previews of. And Morse Mastery got a massive overhaul. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. So it's going to be really cool. Catalina's also got some really cool stuff to share with us a little bit later. We're going to be talking about ham radio prep for schools once again. Yes. We're going to be talking about volunteers for the Huntsville Ham Fest. If you want to volunteer at the World Radio League Ham Radio Prep booth, we're going to tell you exactly how to do that, as well as another little segment where Catalina gets to take over the show, called Ham Radio This Week, and we've got a whole new Ham Radio This Week topic for today, and Catalina will work her magic there and get you all to interact in the chat as only Catalina can. So we'll talk all about that here in just a bit. I want to acknowledge some of the great friends that are in the chat. Once again, James's mom, good to see you there. Sherry, Levi, K8KAZ, Zach, AI4ZD, AMKJ5, good friends there, along with several new faces. So great to see all the old friends. If Pepe's here, if I didn't mention you, it's not because I'm ignoring you. There's just a lot of you here. So thank you all. We're broadcasting to 4 locations. The Ham Radio Prep and World Radio League Facebook pages, and the Ham Radio Prep and World Radio League YouTube channels as well. So great to see everyone, all the new faces, all the World Radio League show irregulars popping in as well. And we're gonna have a great show today. So let's talk about what an awesome success WRTC 2026 was. Catalina, would you perchance be able to pull up some of the pictures, some of the images that we were able to pull today from the live stream and post it in our internal WRTC 2026 chat? If you would be able to pull some of those to share here in just a couple minutes, I failed to do so.
Yes.
What an epic event! And we partnered, of course, with WRTC 2026 to be their official live scoreboard. We had the provisional. They posted our scoreboard with the provisional winners, which was what we scored as the winners, the top three. And then after log adjudication, they read out the top three winners, which perfectly matched our leaderboard. And it was an awesome event, awesome success. Go watch the WRTC YouTube stream replay after you're done here. It was an awesome event and incredible. James is over there right now. He was providing technical support. He went for something like, I don't know exact number, but something like 30 or 36 hours straight with no sleep. So he needs to go take a vacation. So he'll be out of pocket for a few days, maybe a week or two. But thank you, James, for rallying this team together and pushing us through this amazing experience. There is James accepting a plaque from Lee with the WRTC team there. Great photo there. We have James doing the victory walk. Do you have that one, Catalina?
Yes. Yeah, I can load in that one.
Yeah, she'll share the victory walk here in just a second. But yeah, and you can see even the World Radio League logo is, of course, listed up there with all the sponsor logos right on the board in the back. But this was so awesome. There's James doing the victory walk. I keep telling the team, awesome success. It was great to see the three winners, the three winning teams, and all the other category winners. But the World Radio League team are the real winners of WRTC 2026. It was just incredible. We really pushed hard and made some amazing, brand new, never before accomplished things happen. I mean, really, never before accomplished things were accomplished. We have broken boundaries. We have set new standards. There's now a new standard of how these things are to be run. We have crushed through old standards of handling things, old ways of doing things. We have pushed beyond that. We are now setting a new course, blazing new trails, and it's absolutely epic. Of course, they have yet to announce the leave this Q, go back to the other one. We'll leave that other one up for just a second, Catalina, and we'll talk about that one in just a second. But they have yet to announce the location of WRTC 2030. I haven't had a chance to talk to James yet about whether we are putting in a bid to be the live scoreboard for WRTC 2030. But WRTC 2026 was epic. And I mean, there are so many people who are just thrilled with World Radio League right now and really enjoying looking into it. And I'm very appreciative of that. Thank you all so much. And WRTC 2026 set new standards of handling things from their end as well. They broke their own boundaries. They live streamed the entire 24 hours of the event were live streamed, of course, showing the World Radio League leaderboards, doing interviews, this and that, and showing some amazing things. It was truly incredible. We live streamed for almost an hour right around the event kickoff, but we were not able. I was quite busy that weekend, and we were not able to live stream the entire event. So this is the first, second, third place winners. Third place goes to EU number 6 team 1. Second place, EU number 3 team 1. Congratulations to those teams. And first place champions, WRTC 2026 champions, are actually the WRTC 2022 champion team. So they won the last WRTC and came back and absolutely crushed it again this year. So congratulations to Yuri and uh, I'm going to mispronounce that horribly, but Yaroslav or something like that. VE3DZ and UW7LL for amazing work at their station at WRTC 2026. They were the top out of 50 competing teams. So congratulations, everyone. Congratulations, everyone on the WRTC team. Thank you for your incredible work, your very hard work. We very much appreciate it. And we're very excited to continue working with some of the WRTC folks. And maybe, who knows, maybe you'll see us back at WRTC 2030. I would love that. Catalina, you pull up that next picture? This is the bands and modes over time. You can see there the those graphs that are showing that those incredible graphs that the team put together that shows the changes and what have you over time. Looks really awesome. I wish I could be. Let's Catalina, if you since James is out, you're kind of the screen share assistant today. I'm sorry, but could you share the actual live page for me, if you don't mind? There's something in particular there that I want to show. Yes, Sherry. Hopefully everyone was able to see how awesome the WRL software is. We need new members. Absolutely. Well, I've been placed in front of plenty of new eyes, and we're hearing some amazing feedback from people who are really enjoying, getting to know World Radio League for the first time. So Catalina is going to pull this page up here, and let's see here. I think she is.
Oh, wait. I have to remove.
We got to remove this. Oh, there we go. And then add that. We're both clicking the button at the same time. All right. If you click the view contest button right there, and then go over to the statistics page. Well, first of all, okay, we'll go back to that. Yeah. Go back to the home page if you could, real quick. 258,260 contacts logged in a matter of 24 hours. 650 hunters using World Radio League. That's incredible. Now, if you could go back over to that statistics page. Now, if you click that play button right there. This is a live. This was live during the event, but this is now a replay of the teams changing position over time. The top group of teams, it's hard to show them all on screen, but you can see the top group there. WRTC 2022 champions took an early lead and then just crushed it after that. So, they were overtaken at one point by the EU number 3 team 1. But they must have really crushed their multipliers right at the end, because they took back over for sure. But incredible graphics that the team has put together on this. And if you could scroll down just a little bit there, Catalina.
This is Argentina.
Yes. Oh, Argentina, one of the wild card teams. Argentina took the CW trophy. They were the top CW operating team. It was one of the Argentina teams. So
yes. Amazing.
Yeah. And there were, I believe, 5 teams that operated at over 400 QSOs per hour. That's I don't even want to do this math live on the air, because you know how live math goes. You always get it wrong and look ridiculous. But I mean, 400, and these were I think there was one that was like 460. That's literally like seven and a half, over 7.5 QSOs per minute That is insane. You have to be doing. See here. You have to be doing. Yes, you have to be doing a QSO every 7 to 8 seconds. Every 7 to 8 seconds, you have to be completing and logging another QSO, which is absolutely unreal. These guys were just crushing it out there. And there were 5 teams that got over 400 QSO per hour rate. 482 is the top, Benjamin Anderson says. That's unreal. Catalina, could you scroll down just a little bit there on that page?
Yep.
My sincere apologies to the well, I'm not going to call them out. There are some teams that were very low at the bottom. A couple of teams had 0. Those were teams who had network issues. So their Pis were their World Radio League Pis were fully functional. The Raspberry Pi computers were fully functional, but they had a network connection issue. So we were not able to pull that information in real time. I think we were working on getting it added as an after the fact review. But yeah, absolutely. The team really came together to really get this. I don't think we had a single Pi itself fail. It was all very, very well put together. And you can see these trajectories look incredible. And I think we have a couple more things if you scroll on down. Yeah. Top countries, top continents. Look at that. Countries and continents worked. That's so cool. That is so cool. And then if you scroll on down to the statistics, there's the bands, the modes, QSOs per hour. I love QSO per hour graphs. They're just so cool. And that is a beautiful QSOs per hour graph. And so, yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Catalina, for pulling that up. That's really cool. But thank you to the WRTC team for being so awesome to work with. You guys have been incredible for the past 2.5 years. Working with you guys has been an absolute pleasure. And we thank you so much for putting in the extraordinary effort and everything it took to put together WRTC 2026. Beautiful, amazing. That's awesome. Catalina, do you have anything to add to that?
I have to add something about my team. Like, I felt so proud of working in World Radio League and Ham Radio Prep. This team is awesome. We did it. It accomplished all their goals, and they showed that we can do everything that we can think of. So it's amazing to be part of this team, and I feel very, very, very proud of you guys. You did an amazing job.
Absolutely. I would quote Clifford, an author by the name of Clifford B. Hicks, in saying that I'll paraphrase him a bit, but what our minds can conceive, we can achieve. And that is so for the most part, very true for a team like the one James has put together. We can come up with some amazing stuff and execute it so well as a team. And believe me, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the amazing team that I sit in the middle of. And I wonder how on earth I got here, because this is an awesome team and a very incredible team. Catalina, is it true that it is, as Peter has stated here, 52 degrees Fahrenheit in Argentina right now?
52 degrees. I don't know, because I do you know that I have like a different one?
Yes, you were in Celsius. So
Celsius.
Yeah.
Zero Celsius.
It's 0. Oh, that's 32. That's cold. It's the freezing point of water, which it's cold, it's cold. I will definitely give you that. But yeah, is that as cold as it usually gets, or does it get much colder?
Yes. We get minus, but for example, in my city, because we are surrounded by hills. I visited my sister in Buenos Aires last week, And that's not cold weather. People were saying, "Oh, this is so cold." This is not cold. This is not cold at all. Like I was not using a jacket there, and in my city, you freeze. Like I was telling my sister, of course, she was born here, and I was telling her like, if you get used to this weather, whenever you visit us in Tandil, you will suffer because it's very different. But yeah, my city is one of the coldest cities in Argentina. Sometimes, like it's a very cold.
Like
city.
what's like what you would consider as cold as it gets? There.
-12.
-12. Yeah.
Yeah, that I think that's one of the.
It's not uncommon for us to get -20 Celsius, which is -5 Fahrenheit in the winter. We get there fairly regularly in the winter time. It has gotten colder than that, but not as often. But yeah, absolutely. I'm, I kind of like the I really enjoy spring and fall. Summer it's okay, but it gets a little hot. Winter, I mean, it's cold, but it's also enjoyable in a way. It's kind of like more of a fun temperature than the heat is just kind of draggy. The cold is kind of fun in a way. But I see you strongly disagreeing with me, but
I strongly disagree because
I stand by my
to
statement.
do like outdoors activities, like going to the hills, going some trekking, watch the sunset, drinking mate, and you can't do it if you're freezing outside. Like I did it yesterday because it was a sunny day, so I was like, yeah, I have to enjoy this day. But at a point, I was like, my body was freezing. I couldn't stay too much there. But I prefer the middle ones, like the autumn and spring.
Absolutely, me too. Yeah,
hot weather is also very unbearable. Like if it is
autumn is probably my favorite season. Honestly, I really enjoy it. Spring is really great to see the new life popping up. It's pretty much a toss up, but I really enjoy autumn. I really enjoy autumn. So Gerardo says that you're not wearing the blue and white team jersey today. There's apparently a big World Cup game on Wednesday. Catalina, since I am keeping up almost zero, why don't you give us the World Cup update?
Yes, absolutely. Well, Argentina won the Saturday match. We played against Switzerland, and it was a hard match. All the matches were
You said you played. Hold just a second. You said you played against Switzerland.
Yes.
So it's you versus Pepe here at this point. All right, you can continue on there.
Yeah, that's true. And now we are playing on Wednesday against England, and they are the semifinals. So if we win the Wednesday match, we go to the finals. That it's on Sunday.
So what's the likelihood that England beats Argentina?
I hope 0.
And so you're in the semifinals now. England versus Argentina. What's the other?
The others are France against Spain.
France versus Spain.
Teams. Like the fourth teams are very good teams. They play very well. So I think that it's gonna be a great show, like great matches. But of course, you know what I want.
Yeah, absolutely. So, well, out of the Spain versus France match, who do you predict is going to win that one?
I think France is going to win.
So, in your opinion, you think it's going to come down to France versus Argentina?
Again.
Okay.
The last final was Argentina versus France. So. Yeah, but they are great. Like Spain is playing very well this year. Like they are. It's gonna be like a great match. That's my
apologies. I'll apologize on behalf of the USA that our team was so bad that we didn't even make it to the semifinals to play against Argentina instead of France. Apparently, the USA team, from what I heard, did not perform well. I don't know.
I think they didn't perform well in the last match.
Yeah.
But the previous ones were like a surprise for me. But they
Okay.
played well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good to know. Good to know. All right. And as I understand it, soccer or football is it's kind of your thing, right? You like to do that yourself, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. I play hockey, but also I play soccer, but it's very amateur because I love soccer. I love watching soccer like football. But well, for you, it's soccer. I play like when I was a little kid, like girl. I am very fan of the football. So
Yeah.
I like it. I really enjoy it. And also the Argentinian because this is every 4 years. It's the same as the WRTC. So we have a great teams here. Of course, I have my favorite, but and football is very important in
Yeah.
Argentina. Like,
Yeah. Absolutely. And yeah, that's really cool. All right. We are going to go ahead and go to break here, but when we get back, we are going. Oh, that was I had something in my head that I was going to say, and it was bugging me because I couldn't remember what it was. So, Catalina, practice well because in the World Cup 2030, they may want to draft you for the Argentina team.
I would love it, but I think that I have to practice a lot.
Please don't go. We need you in HR.
But whenever I was watching like the event, I was saying it would have been like amazing to have all the team there, like enjoying the event and the real.
You were just
like,
looking at all the asado, Catalina. That's all you wanted.
I think that I can volunteer for the marketing team or the social media team. I can do
that. Oh boy. All right, we're gonna go hit a break real quick. We will be back momentarily. We've got plenty more to talk about. Like I said, we're gonna get some sneak peeks at some command center stuff coming up. A whole new Morse mastery revamp. Core functionality remains, but with some very cool additions and rebranding. And we're going to turn it over to Catalina for a bit to talk about a new Ham Radio This Week topic. Hashtag Ham Radio This Week. Put hashtag Ham Radio This Week in the chat if you want Catalina to stay for the last half of the show. We're going to talk about Ham Radio Prep for Schools and volunteers for the Huntsville Ham Fest. Do not go anywhere. We will be right back after this very short break. Are you ready to ditch that 90s ham radio logging software and upgrade to something from this century? Well, now you can. Welcome to a brand new era of software in ham radio, World Radio League. Whether you're a brand new ham radio operator just getting started or a seasoned veteran looking to upgrade your logging experience, World Radio League is the ham radio tool suite for you. Its sleek, modern design brings ham radio into today's world. No more digging through endless menus to find basic features. It's all right in front of you, ready to go with just a couple clicks. An extremely customizable logging interface is just the beginning. We integrate with 7 spotting networks to make finding your contacts that much easier. Plus, we offer many custom mapping and analytics tools so that you can view your contacts your way. We have all sorts of tools tailored to contesting, POTA, SOTA, WWFF, and other activities as well. And it gets better. With our cloud-based log storage, you can access your logs using our fully featured web interface in tandem with our robust mobile app. You can log into your account on any device and even log contacts offline, syncing them to your online account later. The best part? Logging with World Radio League is free. Just set up an account and start logging. Want to use advanced features like large log imports and analytics? Upgrade to a premium plan starting at only $3 a month. Join a huge community of ham radio operators at the fastest growing ham radio software platform available by creating your free account at worldradioleague.com today, or search for World Radio League in your favorite app store. Welcome back to the fastest 2 hours in ham radio. I am Andy in 0APX, your extra host for the World Radio League show today. Welcome back to 2 full hours of jam-packed ham radio goodness with myself and my co-host Catalina, LU5EZO. Welcome back, Catalina.
Welcome back to you too, Andy.
Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and dive into the Huntsville Ham Fest situation that's coming up very soon. Huntsville Ham Fest is one of what I would consider to be the top 3 major ham fests: Orlando, Huntsville, and Dayton. Dayton, of course, being the largest. But Orlando and Huntsville are also very large. Huntsville Ham Fest, August 22nd through 23rd in Huntsville, Alabama. And we need volunteers. We need volunteers for the World Radio League booth, as we always do. We always love having you amazing folks volunteer. So I'm sorry, I got very distracted by this extraordinarily cool animation. I just got to share this real quick. Whoever the webmaster is on the Huntsville Ham Fest webpage, they deserve a raise. Look at this. Watch this. I bring my mouse across this. Look at that ripple effect.
I saw that the other day.
So cool. That
so
whoever
cool.
did that needs a raise. That is awesome. That water effect looks like you're dragging your finger through the water. That is just so incredible. Anyway, Catalina, why don't you tell us, while I sit here and move my mouse back and forth across this, why don't you tell us how people sign up to volunteer to work the World Radio League booth?
Of course, yes. So as we always do, we ask and we invite you to be a volunteer in the World Radio League and Ham Radio Prep booths. So some people already applied. We have, of course, Ken. We have Howard. We have Mike. I think that Zach is always there. Zach will be there too. But
and Maggie. Don't forget Maggie.
Maggie, of course. Maggie too. And we are looking for more volunteers. You'll have fun. You'll meet a lot of ham radio operators, and you also represent Ham Radio Prep and World Radio League. So it's of course important that you have knowledge about both platforms. And in order to apply, I'm gonna leave the link here of the form that you need to fill out. You will be asked some simple questions and your name, of course, and email so I can contact you. And we will reach out to you. I think some days before, I will contact you all to schedule some time at the booth. But it's important to have some availability over the dates at the event, to be at the booth, to talk to people, to talk about World Radio League, Ham Radio Prep, our products, how they work. So if you are going to Huntsville and you want to volunteer in our booth, it's a great experience and it's a great opportunity. You have just to apply this form and I contact you right away.
Yeah, absolutely. And we typically have you sign up to work either a morning or an afternoon or both. It's just, that's kind of how we break it up into shifts, is by morning and afternoon. HamKJ5 says, can I show up and help out? Not sure if yet if I'll be able to make it. We would prefer you let us know ahead of time if you're going to, if you're planning on coming. That way we can get you set up with anything that we need to get you set up with. But, if you show up, I'm sure they'd be glad to see you. If you want to stop by for a few minutes and say hi to everybody and everything, that would be awesome. But if you're able to let us know ahead of time, that helps us out to be able to, plan the shifts and get everybody set up. So,
yes, and yes, absolutely. We will organize everything before the event. This is a it's shorter compared to Dayton or Orlando. It's Saturday and Sunday, and as Andy said, we split the time of the booth into mornings and afternoons. But of course, if you want to be like Ken and Mike are always there, so if you want to stay at the booth, of course you are invited, or you can pick some shifts. But we can't wait to meet you. Just apply to the form, and it's a great experience.
Yeah, absolutely. And this year, the Huntsville Hamfest will be hosting the ARRL National Convention. So that's a really big deal.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is your update on how to sign up for the Huntsville Hamfest booth, to volunteer to help us out there. Catalina put that link in the chat, so go sign up if you want to be a part of that, and we'd really appreciate it. Catalina, you have started this new thing, and I'm going to talk about this, and then I really want to dive into Ham Radio Prep for Schools again before you have to go. So let's go ahead and do the Ham Radio this week. So hashtag Ham Radio this week. We'll put that up on here. And we'll go ahead and play our Ham Radio This Week music. So you can go ahead and get started with hashtag Ham Radio This Week.
Absolutely. So hashtag Ham Radio This Week. I'm not going to sing this week.
Got out of that one. No, I'm kidding.
Thank you. Okay, so I explained this last week. I'm gonna explain it a little bit more this week. This is a section that I created to speak a little bit in this live stream and speak of things that I am interested, that I don't know, that I think that we should all as ham radio operators know, or I will let you know some things that are happening in ham radio this week. So, for this week, I picked very important, I think, and I believe. And I also, as you maybe you don't know, but I am a technician, licensed operator. So, as I was studying for getting my license, I was like discovering a new world and a new things. And this is something that called my attention, and I will let you know why at the end of my section. But let's start with the first pick. Let me pull it out here. Okay, so I am going to share quick. So the section this week is called Alpha, Bravo, or Avocado. So what do you think this section is about? Alpha, Bravo, or Avocado? What is this? Leave you some comments of the chat. What do you think I'm going to talk about? Think on ham radio environment, things that you should know. Are these words familiar to you? Are they used in ham radio? What do you think? I'm not gonna ask Andy because Andy knows what I'm gonna talk about. But what do you think? Or if you know what it says, like, when do we use this? Do we use it or do we not?
Yeah, so the title Alpha, Bravo, or Avocado is indicative of this week's Ham Radio This Week topic. So if you think you know what this topic's about, let us know in the chat what you think this week's Ham Radio This Week topic is about. And remember, this is not just for, experienced ham radio operators who have been on the air for a long time. This is also for brand new people. We're live streaming to the Ham Radio Prep channel right now. This is for brand new people. We're just getting into ham radio and may hear terms like Alpha and Bravo and every once in a while Avocado and not know exactly what they mean. So Catalina has put this together. So what do you think this topic is? What do you think we're going to be discussing? Oh, Zach's got it. Zach nailed it. I love it. Yes, Zach. Yes. Zach is throwing some humor in, but he definitely has got it. Avocado icing for zucchini donuts. Yes, I'll have to remember that, Zach. We're gonna have to make an SSBQ so at some point so I can actually use that. All right, there we go. Josh, MKJ5. Absolutely, you guys are nailing it.
Perfect.
All right.
Very, very good. This is a topic for this week, and why I was surprised whenever I was starting, like, listening to some contacts or maybe listening to my team members here before getting my license. I thought that you can say any word that starts with the letter, like.
Well, here's a prime example, Catalina. Kiki Banana 5 Indigo.
Well, at that time, I thought that was okay. But whenever I was studying for my license, I realized that there are some rules that you have to follow whenever you do a contact. And of course, it has an explanation. So this is the ITU phonetic alphabet. And this is what my section is about this week. So, as I mentioned before, he's doing.
I'm sorry. There's a few people who will get this joke. Good for Nancy, of course. Yes. Okay. That is brilliant, Zach. Thank you. You earned yourself another cowboy hat emoji out of that one, Zach. That was good.
Why? It's for Nancy.
Yes.
Okay. I got it. So yes, that's and also I lived in Canada for a year, and I was working in a call center. Whenever you go saying the letters, people were telling me we're using this alphabet. I didn't know it at the time, so I said a lot of different words.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine Catalina working in a call center? That's something I can't quite picture.
And there was, and for Nancy. But well, so as I was saying before, this has a rule. It has a phonetic alphabet for making all the contacts and for letting the other operators know what's your call sign and which are the letters inside your call sign. So the spellings should follow this phonetic alphabet. So it's very important to follow these letters. And wait, what I'm doing? Why I can't add this to the stage? Wait, I'm gonna remove this one. And there is one that
you've got two up at one time, so we're gonna pull one down. There you go.
Okay. No, I want the other one.
I want the other one. There you
go. No, the other one. It's the same.
Oh, you put it in twice.
Same. Okay.
This one.
No, that's the last one. I have another one.
All right. We'll let Catalina pull this up while we talk about something else. I'm kidding. All right.
Okay. The crucial fact So the phonetic alphabet, as I was saying, it isn't just for sounding professional, like L, sleep, like of course it's not. I have set. Set is very difficult to know which is the letter that it should go, and it's Zulu. For me, it was very impossible to know Zulu. Of course, I studied this phonetical alphabet for my license exam, but this is very important because it ensures, like, of course, ham radio is worldwide, so we should speak the same language to make understandable our call sign and to understand other operators across the globe. So it's very, very important that we all know this, and now not a phonetic alphabet, that it's very, very important to know it. And if you don't know it, you can study. I said this phonetic alphabet, I loved it.
So let me give you a studying tip. Once you have immersed yourself into this and start picking it up, when you're driving down the road, every road sign, spell it out phonetically. Like a stop sign. Say Sierra Tango Oscar Papa. Just say it. Spell it out phonetically every time, and it will help you start to pick it up much faster. That's what I did, and it helped tremendously.
That's a cool tip.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is the NATO phonetic alphabet. I'm going to throw. Thank you, Catalina, for putting this awesome piece together, and not to jump in the middle. I know you're running this part of the show. Can I insert something here?
Yeah, all right.
All right. I'm going to throw just a little caveat here. There are some people who come up with really cool, a different something that really fits their call sign. Like somebody had the call sign ended in IJB. They'd use Indian Joe's Boots just as kind of an alternate. It's for people who know them, people who are familiar with them, just something kind of fun to use. Tom talks about somebody who said ZGT is Zombies Got Teeth. Yeah, there's just people who can put these funny twists on their call sign this way. So there are ways to do that. And there are also some kind of alternate phonetics, I would say. If you've got a tough signal, you got a hard time getting through, and the standard phonetics just aren't getting through to the other operator very well, sometimes you can throw a little bit of an alternate on there to give them two words to reference. And sometimes when they hear two words, they can put it together and see what they both start with and get it. So typically I would say November 0, Alpha Papa X-ray. Well, if I'm having a hard time, I would go November 0, America Panama X-ray. When they hear the America Panama, they can put that together and say, here, Alpha starts with an A, America starts with an A. Those are the two words that I think I'm hearing now, and I can put that together and pull out that's what he's trying to say. So as opposed to if you just say Alpha, it could sound like something different to the other operator unless they have another point of reference. So that's also admissible sometimes. Zach brings up a point here, says anyone get a little annoyed by operators who use kilowatt instead of just kilo for the K? Mm-hmm. No, because I myself have used kilowatt when I had the call sign KF0MCX. I would say kilowatt Foxtrot 0 Mike Charlie X-ray so many times I said that. But I wouldn't say I get annoyed by it. The kilowatt does sometimes spark that KW in my mind as well. But typically, it's you can just pull that K out. But I definitely understand where you're coming from, Zach, for sure. So Catalina, sorry I took over there for a second, but I just wanted to throw those couple caveats out there. I'll hand it back over to you, and you can read these out for us.
No, yeah, you can read. Do you want me to read everything? And now, please grab. It reminds me whenever I was a teacher, like I was letting them know. But yeah, I think that as I mentioned before, for getting in the Argentinian license, you have to go to the club and get some contacts there. And I met a lot of old operators that were recommending me to learn this by memory, like by heart, because it's important because you can meet some people out there that get very, very angry if you say a different word from this phonetic alphabet. So I prefer that everyone follows the same rules, and it's really more peaceful for the bands.
Catalina is the peacemaker of the ham bands. She's trying to help us out here. Listen to what Catalina has to say, because she's trying to help us out. All right, Catalina, you said you wanted me to read these off?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, the NATO phonetic alphabet is Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Golf, Hotel, India, Juliet, Kilo, Lima, Mike, November, Oscar, Papa, Quebec, Romeo, Sierra, Tango, Uniform, Victor, Whiskey, X-Ray, Yankee, Zulu. And to put that in context, for my call sign, I would say November 0, Alpha, Papa, X-Ray. For my name, I would say Alpha, November, Delta, Yankee. If I'm trying to give it to somebody for a contest exchange, which does happen sometimes. For Catalina's call sign, it would be Lima Uniform. What is it? LU5? I think it's 5. Lima Uniform 5, Echo, Zulu, Delta? Oscar. I can't remember what the last letter of yours was. Yeah, Oscar. So now I would be tempted to say Lima United 5, because United is very common to hear on the radio for the U instead of uniform.
Yeah.
A lot of people say United.
It's kind of a weird word to be like a U. I don't know. I will say a lot of other words instead of uniform, but well, these are the rules.
Absolutely. So yes, the United definitely makes a lot of appearances on the ham band. So it does sound good. So you can throw those alternate ones in there for M. Sometimes Mexico. For C, every once in a while you'll hear Canada. There's just these alternates here and there. For J, Japan makes an appearance a lot for J. But yeah, there's a lot of different options out there. But this, if you've got clear signal and you can hear everybody really good, use this one, because it just makes things easier. Unless you always use this one on the first try, and then if you need to throw, a second one in there, or I should say most of the time use this one on the first try, and if you need to throw a second one in there, you can always grab some alternate phonetics. So, yeah, absolutely, Catalina. Take us home on this part. What else do you have for us here?
No, this is everything for this week. I think I found this very interesting before taking my license, and I didn't know that there were specific words for each letter. So I think this is a handy and I didn't know it before when I was a call center agent. So I'm sorry to all the people that talked to me over the phone. I was not using this at all.
That's hilarious. Yeah. Zach says to read the children's book P is for pterodactyl if you want a fun phonetic alphabet. Yes, I can only imagine. Do you know the word Catalina? I'm sure you've studied English quite a bit if you were in Canada for a while, but we have such weird spellings for things, like pneumonia. The word pneumonia.
Yeah.
It starts with P.
Yeah. Psychologist.
Yeah, psychologist. Yeah. Growing up, my dad would call pneumonia P pneumonia sometimes, just for the fun of it. But yeah.
Yeah, that's so weird. Imagine for us that we are studying your language.
English is one of the I don't really know other language structures besides English, but just having known English, it feels like it has to be one of the one of the most strangely constructed languages, with all of our silent letters and very odd rules. It has to be very, very crazy. So anyway, phonetic alphabet, everybody. Thank you, Catalina, for putting together another Ham Radio This Week segment for us. So incredible. And guys, if you have suggestions on what Catalina should do for next week's Ham Radio This Week segment, put them in Discord or on social media. Tag us, tag World Radio League or Ham Radio Prep, so Catalina can find them, and put hashtag Ham Radio this week. Be sure to include that in your post if you have a suggestion. Hashtag Ham Radio this week to get on Catalina's radar. Once again, thank you, Catalina. Awesome little nugget there. Now, I have just received word that Catalina is going to be staying with us after the break. Thank you, Catalina. So we can talk about Ham Radio Prep for schools. And then I have some amazing things to show off. I'm going to try to talk up this Morse Mastery revamp so well that Catalina will want to stay and see it in the last quarter of the show. Because it's awesome, guys. It's beautiful. It's incredible. It looks absolutely amazing. So
whenever you talk about that, I feel guilty because I haven't practiced last week. So I feel guilty.
You will want to practice after today. That's taking
awesome
Morse Mastery to the next level. So, guys, don't go anywhere. We will be right back after this short break and tell Catalina thank you for doing this for us in the chat there. Thank you so much, Catalina. All right, guys, we will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Catalina's still going to be here when we get back. So we are going to talk about Ham Radio Prep for schools. What an awesome program we got going on coming into this 2026-2027 school year. So don't go anywhere because we're going to talk about that right after this break. It is I, your rooster tail wearing, CQ calling, loud talking, ham radio extra operator, and the N0 APX host for the World Radio League show, joined by my fabulous co-host, Ms. Catalina. Thank you guys for coming along, sticking around. Thank you, Catalina, for sticking around as well. Very glad to have you here to talk about one of my favorite initiatives this year, other than the World Radio League show, of course, which is probably my favorite. I have about a top three. I have a top three list, and I don't know which order they're in. I think they kind of shift around depending on what time of the day or week it is. But my top three on my list of World Radio League Ham Radio Prep Company initiatives are the World Radio League Show, Morse Mastery, and the next thing that we're going to talk about, which is Ham Radio Prep for Schools. And there is a QR code in the top the top corner of your screen there. Scan that QR code. That'll take you straight to our website. Catalina's getting ready to show off that website and tell us all about Ham Radio Prep for Schools, what it is, how to get involved, how to be a part of it, how to apply for it. What an awesome event. What an awesome initiative James has cooked up for us to do this year.
Okay, so yes, I totally agree with Andy. This is one of my favorite projects we are involved from Ham Radio Prep. I think that as I am a teacher myself, I think that educating our students and giving them tools that are very, very important for their life, it's tremendously important. So I will share with you this project that it's called Ham Radio Prep for Schools and how can you apply for it. It's a very, very simple way to apply. You have to click here and claim your free access. Let's see if I can. Okay, here we are. We have this form and you'll have to respond some basic questions to apply for this project. Your name, your email, the name of your school or organization, school address, what type of educational institution you're working, the grade of your groups of the group of your students, the course, how many students, and a lot of information about your group of your students, where you work. And then if you need to add something else, you have a section here, and we will contact you to get you involved. It's a very easy form and a very amazing project. So who can apply? Of course, you should be a teacher or be part of an educational organization to apply this project in your group. So this is the process, as I was telling you before, like apply, get approved, teach our technician course, that it's the first license level, prepare for the FCC exam and share your feedback at the end of the process. So as we talked, and everyone that knows Ham Radio Prep, it's a great, great tool to apply to your classrooms and to your group of students. It's a great tool to learn something all together. You have all the videos, you have the texts, you have quizzes and tests to evaluate your knowledge. So each of the students will have individual access, but also you can use those videos to apply to all the classroom and learn together and compare the knowledge, what you've learned, what you've not. So it's kind of a great tool to apply to classrooms. Here you have all the detail about who can apply here. K-12 teachers, schools, college instructors, homeschool co-ops, you have education programs, STEM clubs, maker spaces, career and technical education. So there are some true stories of teachers who applied and used Ham Radio Prep to teach technician course to their students. So you can watch this video and learn a little bit more about this, clicking here in this link. And it's a great, great project. So if you are not a teacher and you're watching this live stream or video, just share it with teachers that you know. This is a great project, and you'll get free access to these technician courses, free access to teach your students about ham radio and giving them a tremendous skill for the rest of their lives. So it's
absolutely
a very powerful tool.
I'm even hearing people talking about adding this to some technology electives for their high school classes, which is really awesome. So Catalina, some questions that I've been hearing, and yes. I'm going to go ahead and pitch these here, and we can even loop James in on some of these once he gets back here in a week or two. But some questions I'm hearing on this are, if there's like, if we're like working with a school club, and so we already have a class full of technicians. What about general and extra? Do we offer anything there if there's like a class full of technicians that want to go on and upgrade? What do we offer anything there? What's the plan as far as that goes?
Right now that we are starting this project is to give them the access to the technician, as we think that they are starting in their ham radio journey. But if you have a group of students that they already have their technician and you want to apply anyways, we can get your stories throughout the form, and we can still get in contact and see what we can do.
Yeah, just provide that information in that form when you sign up, so that we can we can get on board with what you got going on, and hopefully, yeah, absolutely, hopefully get you set up. Also, there was one other question I heard the other day. It slipped my mind just now, but this is such an awesome program. So this is for, if I'm not mistaken, students as well as even a few faculty members if they want it.
Members, what?
As this is for students as well as some teachers and school faculty members. At least the class teachers.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then
and also if you're a teacher and you are not a ham radio operator, you can even learn with them, with your students. I think
absolutely
it's a tool for everyone.
This is the other question I had. Somebody asked me the other day. So if you have a class, if you have a class of 12 students, that perfectly fine. Absolutely. Well, that's easy. What if you have a class of 50 or 60 students? Do we offer seats to the whole class? Is there a limit? Where do we cap this at?
Yes, there is a limit. At least there are 15 free courses for free. But as I mentioned before, you have to leave all the information in the form, and we can work together with you. Yeah. We will help you how to apply this for different students group size. So if you leave everything in your comments, we will help you to get this applied to your class, even if it is a big or a small class.
Was that 15-1-5 or 55-0?
No, 15.
1-5. Okay, all right, 15.
Yes.
So we can guarantee 15 courses, but
yeah, it depends on your size.
If you have a larger class, put it in the comments. Let us know so that we can work with you to get you the best possible deal on that. Absolutely. We guarantee up to 15, and then beyond that, we want to work with you. So let us know in the comments for sure of the form when you fill it out. Anything else we need to know about ham radio prep for schools? When do people need to be signed up by?
I recommend that you can sign up as soon as possible. I know that in the US, the classes are starting next month, I believe. Mm-hmm. So it's important, if you are going to apply this to your classes, to get access as soon as possible. So of course you can also test the program, the course, the tools that you have inside, because of course we have the app with tremendous tools that you can use, like the most difficult questions, I can't remember the name. The feature that tells you whenever you're ready to take
exam readiness score.
There.
yeah.
I remember what it was, but the exam readiness. I love that feature.
Yes,
I love
it's
it.
awesome.
I think that it's one of the best things about the app. And as soon as possible, apply, and I'll get you in contact, and we will get you access to these courses for your school.
Could you scroll back down to that wheel that shows everything available? Look at this. K through 12 teachers, schools, college instructors, homeschool co-ops, youth education programs, STEM clubs or STEAM, maker spaces, career and technical education. And if you don't just perfectly fit one of those categories, or you're just kind of adjacent to one of those categories, go ahead and fill out the form anyway. Go ahead and send us an application so we can review what you've got going on and see if we can get it, see if we can get it approved for you anyway. Go ahead and fill it out if you are close to one of these and maybe don't quite hit it on the head, but you think you're at least adjacent to one of these. Fill out the form anyway. We want to hear from you. We want to hear what you have going on, and we would love to see if we can help you out with some free ham radio prep courses and get the next generation licensed and on the air. That's what we're all about. Getting the next generation licensed and on the air through ham radio prep, giving them tools like World Radio League to use for their logging. We're very excited about this program. Thank you, Catalina, for walking us through that.
You're welcome.
All right. So I think it's time that we take a look at Morse Mastery, the new and improved Morse Mastery. I don't think Catalina's even seen this. So, Catalina, prepare to be amazed at what you're about to witness. Let me pull it up here. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Welcome to the brand new, newly revamped Morse Mastery. Here we go. Look at this.
Wow, this looks amazing. This invites me to study,
I told you that very thing would happen. All right, here's the home page. Let me go ahead and go to dark mode. You can see that looks really good. With the new revamp, I must say I love light mode, and it kind of has a crossover ham radio prep World Radio League vibe kind of together, and that was very intentional. That was highly intentional. You can see you now have like levels, which I'm on the static level right now in my setting. Once I get enough XP, we're using this XP basis now. It's kind of like points, basically. Once I get up to a certain level of points, I can go from the static up to the what's the next tier? See here, I think there's so much of that. I think the next tier is I can't remember what level 2 is called, but it's like I can't remember exactly. I'll have to look it up. Anyway, you get different levels as you go through here. You have mastery crowns, so you can get bronze, I believe bronze, silver, and gold crowns for your level of character mastery. Each character. This is just launched, so mine hasn't populated anything yet. But I literally pushed this. I think this is live. I started the commands and everything, and I didn't double check to make sure it all went through okay. So I'll have to this back end information here. So yeah, you'll get crowns based on your character mastery, achievements. You get operator badges here for your first day of practice, a 3-day streak, a week on the air, a 30-day streak. There's all these different badges that you can win. Within Morse Mastery, you have a daily XP level up here you can check. You can see the whole Today CW run. You have a daily mission that you can complete to gain your daily XP. Plus, you have, XP for completing each of these. And look at this. Doesn't this page just look so good? I love this. And I can brag on it without claiming full credit for it, because I must say I have a couple of great assistants. One of them's name is Claude, and the other one's name is Codex. And they did my AI minions, and they helped me tremendously with this. But I had so much fun working on this. And we've even got the phonetic. I'm trying to steer very clear of showing the actual dots and dashes, because I think that hinders learning a bit. But I'm trying to show them in areas phonetically here, so that you can see N is dotted. You can look at that and you can know that in your head, dotted. I is did it. T is da. You can see that. You can see those phonetically here, and I think that'll hopefully help. The little character here.
Can you say the N and the A in sounds?
The A and the N.
Yeah.
The N is dotted, and the A is dida.
Those are my enemies.
Yes, the A is dida.
Them.
The N is dotted. They're the exact inversion of each other.
It is the exact inversion, but whenever I'm practicing, I totally forgot which was the one that starts with dotted and which is the one that, and I am like, ah! And then I lose everything.
Yes,
like the 3 minutes practice. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm stuck there.
I understand. So on the homepage here, you can also see your proficiency estimate. You can open that up and see your proficiency across some different areas. You can edit your course pace as usual. You can configure your keyer. That's all still here. Just looks way better. And then you've got your CW games, Morse chat. CW games is still under construction. Morse chat looks a little better now too. So I can open Morse chat. Enter the live chat. Look here. We can go. Let's see here. Do I have the right paddle connect? No, I don't have the paddle plugged in here. Let me plug it in quick. And you can see here. There we go. Yeah, it's gonna send stuff now. So I can go. There we go. N0 APX right there. You can see. So yeah, what do you think, Catalina?
It's amazing, and I love it. I love the different sections that you added. How it invites you to continue learning and continue practicing. It's like you want to get that percentage higher and higher.
Yeah,
so I am like that. Like if I see a lowest like amount in my percentage, I want to get more.
That's awesome. Glad to hear it. All right. That was the intended effect. That was the intended effect. CW games, like I said, still under construction. There are some games you can play in here. Beat Your Best is one. Solo practice. I think there's a daily challenge you can play in there. Just practice. This is how you can practice hearing, sending, everything here. And then the skill check, of course.
If you did you eliminate it, like the course and the practice and the lessons and everything?
The what?
The lessons and the
lessons is under this course tab.
Okay.
Heard you. Yeah, that's still all here. This will probably have some updates to clean up the page structure a little bit. But yeah, no, the lessons aren't going anywhere. I specifically wanted this to be a major visual overhaul with major changes as far as learning incentives, but without altering the core structure of these lessons, because these lessons took a lot of time and thought and effort to construct, and I really think they came out extremely well. And from what I'm hearing from people are using them extremely well, and I'm very excited about that. So let's go down to the skill check. You can use this if you want to check your CW starting point. And then, of course, the settings, which we looked at a couple minutes ago. You can set your course pace, your input, your identity, your profile with your call sign and state there if you want to. And then you can send us feedback right here. Of course, please do that if you find major issue that you want to tell us about. We've got this new block, this daily mission block. I talked about that just real briefly, but you can do a daily mission to gain a whole 130 XP. You can do a whole daily mission here, and we kind of recommend, in fact, that you do that daily mission. And so that's right there on the homepage. You can set your daily XP goal right here if you want to. And then all this cool stuff here. So the one other thing, there was oh yes, now I remember what I was going to show you. So we've got, of course, your streak. Oh, there we go. There's your checkpoints. Spark, Signal, these are your daily streak checkpoints. So 3 days is Spark, 7 days is Signal, 14 is Carrier, 30 Rag Chewer, 60 is Relay, 100 is Sentry, 180 is Beacon, and 360 is Ionosphere level. So Those are there. And then if I go, this is in anticipation for a soon coming mobile app. If I narrow this window down, you can watch this. Look at that. At the bottom bar there, we've got everything right here. So you can pop through those pages right at the bottom navigation. Enter the live chat, if you want to. On mobile, I could set this to let me set this to not V-band. I want touch paddles. There we go. Save King setup, enter live chat. Now I've got my touch paddles static at the bottom here so that I can use them. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So now if you're on mobile, you can just pull this page up just like this, touch paddles and go for it. Zach's on there right now. Let's go ahead and pull this back up here. Switch back over to my Halakey MIDI and enter the live chat. There we go. Sent Zach a message.
Can you make that the page like bigger?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Sorry about that. Bring it here. Here you go. For some reason that didn't want to scroll down when I tried to scroll. There we go. It's got to scroll the whole page. There we go. The ENs we're sending are proper Rogers, by the way. It's an R with
what you are saying there.
Okay. I'll tell you exactly here in just. There we go. Okay, so he sent his call sign here, AI4ZD, and this is a good time to explain kind of how a general like a POTA would work. He sent his call sign AI4ZD. Typically, this would be in a CQ call, but he just sent it since we're both on here. He sent it to me. I said AI4ZD DE N0 APX, which means from N0 APX, and I think that comes from Spanish, does it not?
Sí. Yes. Sorry, I responded in Spanish. That was a cleverable moment right there. We got to clip that one. That was funny. Okay, so that happens to me in Argentina, that I start speaking in English and I'm, oh my God, it's like my mind is blown.
That's hilarious. That's so funny. The trials of being bilingual, I guess. I tell you what, it's quite a feat to be that well versed in two languages. This is very, very, very cool. So I sent him his call sign from my call sign, basically saying, "Hey, I'm calling you. I'm calling N0 APX is calling you." And so the EN is in place of an RR, which is Roger Roger. There's something that's. I'm sorry, I just heard an explosion outside. I'm trying to figure out what on earth is going on. There's something that is called the proper Roger, which is on a bug, you would send it at a very elongated DAW. So it'd be like da-da-dit. It would be a proper Roger. In fact, I've got a clip I can play you right here of a proper Roger that Zach himself sent me. So this is me sending him some CW here, and we'll get to his proper Roger when he. Give him just a second. I was butchering sending him some information there. All right, listen to this. That's the proper Roger. So let me go ahead and pull this clip back down. And thank you, Zach, for providing the perfect example there. That's a proper Roger. The dot is an R, which is dot, which you know that, Catalina, because you've been doing your homework. So
yes.
it's an elongated dot just for the fun of it. It's just a ham radio thing that we just do.
Okay.
So we call that the proper Roger. It's a joke that started a couple years ago and really actually took off. So it's gained such popularity that people just use it all the time now. Well, you can do that on a straight key or a bug where you're controlling every aspect of your sending. Well, on a paddle, it's electronically controlling your sending. You're just telling it whether to send a dit or a daw. You don't have any control over the length of that dit or daw. You're just telling it which one to send. So you put a pause in order to send a proper Roger on a paddle. You put a pause in between the first dit and the dotted portion. You put a pause. So it's like dit dotted, basically. So and at that point, that's why it actually sounds like an EN, because an E is a dit and an N is a dotted. So that's why it translates it as that. So that's just a proper Roger. TU is here. Actually, he says FB, which is fine business. That's just a common, great job, good job, fine business, basically kind of thing. UR is exactly what it sounds like. Your signal, UR. He sent an H here. He meant to send a 5. 5NN. The NN is just short for 99, which is your signal. Catalina, you've seen all our charts on these signal graphs here. 599, 599.
Yes.
NC is North Carolina. That's where he's from. So 599 signal, North Carolina. BK is back to you. So 599 signal, back to you. I put a proper Roger, EN. TU, meaning thank you. You can put that twice. I gave his name, Zach, ZACH. UR, 599, fine business in Missouri, MO, Missouri. BK, back to Zach. He says, back to me, basically, is you can send it at the beginning and at the end. Back to me, TU, or thank you, Andy, 73, best regards, from Zach, which is, AI4ZD. EE is just a sign-off dit that we all use to close. I said, thank you, 73, dit. So
it's like 73.
What's that?
Double 73. It's like 73, but now it's 73, and now you add EE. Oh,
yeah, 73 is best regards, goodbye. 73 is best regards, dit is goodbye. So it's like 73, dit. So, yeah.
Bye.
All right, sounds good. Yes, Zach, you have another daily streak to conquer. That's hilarious. He had to mute the stream, but anyway, I hope you all love the new look, the new revamp, and we're going to keep working hard at this to make this look absolutely incredible. And when we come back, we're going to be showing you some really cool stuff that's coming up on World Radio League that we're going to be adding very soon, and I'm very excited about. Catalina, will you be here on the other side of the break?
No, I'm not gonna be here.
Thank you so much for being here for the first 3 halves of the show. We really appreciate it.
Thank you to you, Andy. I had a lot of fun this Monday. It was an amazing
very, very, very enjoyable show so far. So don't go anywhere. I mean, it can't get much worse. Thank you guys so much for sticking along this far. Anyway, thank you, Catalina. 7-3 to you, and have a great rest of your week. We'll see you next week, Catalina. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. We will be right back after this short break.
With your ham radio license, You can communicate with dozens of satellites in space and even talk with astronauts on the International Space Station who are licensed ham radio operators. In fact, amateur radio is an official backup communication on the ISS, and ham radio is even used in SpaceX missions such as Fram-2, where SSTV images were transmitted from the SpaceX Dragon spacecraft. You can use ham radio to communicate with satellites and spacecraft too. All you need is a little knowledge. Join Jim N4BFR, the lead instructor at Ham Radio Prep, in our new Satellite and Space Operations course. In this course, we'll guide you step by step through everything you need to know to take your ham radio operations from beyond the Earth into the satellites and space above us. And guess what? You don't need thousands of dollars in equipment to get started. All you need is at least a technician ham radio license and a basic handheld. We'll show you how to make your first satellite contacts by building your own antenna for less than $50 and build from there. You'll learn how to make contacts thousands of miles away using a satellite as a repeater. You'll learn how to track satellites moving at over 17,500 miles per hour overhead in real time and communicate via voice, SSTV images, APRS, or even bounce your signal off the moon. You'll hear from leading experts in amateur radio space communications directly about cutting-edge projects and initiatives. This course is your gateway into the world of space exploration and communications, where you'll both sharpen your practical operating skills while also learning about the underlying theory and concepts that drive space communications. Seize the opportunity to take your ham radio operations to space and beyond. Sign up today at hamradioprep.com.
Well, great to see every one of y'all here and to have you with us still. Took a little hit because Catalina left, but we shall plow on, my friends. Zach, thank you for the kind words. Glad you're a fan of the changes. We'll keep working on Morse Master to make it the very best that it can be. Eric. Oh wait, no. Was that last? Maybe in the last stream. I don't know where that was from. I think I had some old starred comments in here. Maybe. Let's look at. There we go. Benjamin Anderson? How did the World Radio League leaderboard compare to the final log checks and scoring from WRTC 2026? Well, the top three were a perfect match. Below that, I haven't had a good chance to review yet and see. Haven't heard exactly, but the top three were a perfect match. Of course, the final score totals were a little bit different due to some invalid exchanges or just some things that had to be cleared out by the judges. But overall, huge, massive success. Incredible. WRTC 2026. I am so glad it's over because we can move into some amazing things coming up, like stuff I'm getting ready to show you. But at the same time, what an epic, awesome experience for us here at the World Radio League team. And HamKJ5 says he just got ham radio prep technician portion for his son. Hopes to have a new ham radio operator soon. HamKJ5, will you tell him that if he passes his technician test to let me know. And if you haven't, I'll give him a shout out on the show for one. And if you haven't bought him the general course yet, I'll give him a general course. Absolutely. Just just because. Have him let us know. I'm very excited about him, about this. I'm very happy for him. And be sure and let us know whenever he passes so we can give him a shout out and give him a general course. All right. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the new things that we're getting ready to have come up. I've got a prototype. I have a prototype here that I want to show you. This is not at all live yet. This hasn't passed any of the team checks yet, but hopefully soon we will be able to push some of this out. I'm so excited about this one because it's something I've wanted for quite a while now, and I think get this running here. Run it on my local machine. This is something that I've been wanting to do for quite a while, and I'm so excited for the opportunity to finally do it. And just incredibly exciting. We have so many opportunities right now, so many things that we're working on, so many things that we're wanting to work on, such a huge, beautiful lineup of features. Oh, somebody's sending me a message on Morse Mastery. Let's see if we can figure out who it is. AJ7VAD is sending us a message over on Morse Mastery. Go check out the Morse Mastery live chat if you want to see that. Absolutely. All right, let's go ahead and grab localhost. That's what we want to run. We want to run localhost. There we go. Okay. And this is not at all this is not fully refined yet. This is not just like absolutely ready, but this is something that I am thrilled to be able to at least present an early version of, which is a radar overlay on the command center, a weather radar overlay. And this is I just started running this, so this is like downloading all the images and everything right now. Takes it a few minutes to do that. You have different speeds here. We can source it from NOAA or from a global source. I'm trying to remember exactly what that global source is called, but we have a couple of sources that we can pull from. You can see this live weather radar overlay. This looks so incredible, especially in light mode. Doesn't that? Let's go back here. Let's just bring it up to date. There we go. Doesn't that look so good? That look amazing. And then this global this global version of the radar, I think that looks pretty good too, you know it? And downloaded it for the US right now, but I think it has it can show up in other areas as well. But that looks really good. I hope y'all are as excited about this as I am, because I think this has massive potential for the World Radio League Command Center, and I'm very excited to bring this to you. Thrilled to bring this to you. So put in the comments what you would like to see on the World Radio League Command Center. What's some widgets, what's some overlays, what's some things that you would just love to see on the World Radio League Command Center that you think would take the Command Center to the next level? What is something awesome, amazing, and beautiful that you would want to see on the Command Center? We have so many cool things already. What should we look at next? Morse Mastery is, hey, Grand Assets, I saw you over in the WRTC stream. Good to see you. Jared, you can find Morse Mastery at morsemastery.com. HTTPS. Mastery.com. There we go. There's the link. Go to morsemastery.com to check that out. It is so much fun already. And very excited about it. Put in the chat what you would like to see other than this weather overlay. We're going to have some like watches and warnings overlays as well. You can turn this on and off here in the settings. So, you know, we've got all these different options here, but what's something you'd like to see? What's something you would love to see on the World Radio League Command Center. Go ahead and throw that in the chat if you have any ideas. So just for future, I'm going to go ahead and unshare this because that's not going to look great because I had to put it down on a tiny screen. Just for your future reference here, I want to share a little bit about what we have coming up in the near future. So, like I said, WRTC, huge, massive success. It was incredible. What an absolutely amazing event. The team crushed it. The team nailed it. They did such a fabulous job. And now we're moving on to more things. What new things moving on to? Some of these you've heard us talk about before. Maybe you've heard us talk about them a long time ago, but not recently. More special event support. We're going to be working on providing even more support for some of these special events. These incredible organizations put together these fabulous events, and we want to bring even more young, new eyes to them. So we want to do that. A QSL card generator directly from your log into digital QSL cards, and maybe even in some cases physical QSL cards. That would be very cool. Some new awards, analytics and awards. I completely forgot. We just launched something new. Something that we talked about, something that we wanted to get out there, and we finally got it out there amidst all of the WRTC insanity. We were able to finally launch something brand new, and I am going to debut that for the first time right now. You go to the World Radio League homepage and go to analytics. You can find our brand new America 250 award section. Look at that right there. So this is our beautiful limited edition 2026 America 250 awards. Celebrate America's 250th anniversary by earning exclusive awards and making contacts throughout the year 2026, January 1st through December 31st, 2026. Log 250 different days throughout 2026. Maintain a 250-day logging streak in 2026. I'm already out on that one. I'm not going to make that one. 250 confirmed days in 2026. Earn confirmed contacts on 250 different days in 2026. And 250 U.S. confirmed contacts. Confirmed 250 contacts with U.S. stations during 2026. And you can see I already have that award, and I can go over to my profile now. And I've got all these awards up here, featured awards on my profile. Some of my favorites I've labeled as featured awards, but I really want to add this one. I'm gonna go down here. That's not what I want to do. I'm gonna go down here to let's see here. I think I'm trying to remember exactly. There we go. Awards. There's a whole awards section here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this beautiful award. I'm definitely setting that as a featured award on my profile. Look at that. I love that. Beautiful, beautiful work by our graphic design team. Go grab these awards, as many as you can. We talked about these a lot throughout this year, so hopefully you've already been working towards them. But yeah, Zach says he's got 56 more days to go on the first two. That's awesome. But yeah, this is so cool, and I'm so excited about these. But look at this dashboard. I tell you what, our developer outdid himself. This developer has a really good eye for design. He's the same one who built a lot of our map share stuff, and he did an insanely good work on this. So shout out the developer who worked on this. You can even download a PDF certificate. These look amazing. Let's see here. Can I share this? Yeah, I can share this. Share this tab. Look at that. Look at that PDF. Look at that PDF. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Just look at that. Looks amazing. It's incredible. Confirmed 250 contacts with U.S. stations, and these PDFs are put together by our graphic designer. He did a great job as well. graphic designer and the developer that worked on this, just huge congrats to them for a job extraordinarily well executed. These America 250 awards, I think, are the perfect tribute to to the America's 250th birthday. I'm so excited about it. Look at that, 25% of the awards have been earned. I think I can still pull this off. 250 different days. I'm gonna have to get on the ball. How many days are left? How many days are left in 2026? I know there's at least one that I can't get. 171 days remaining. Ooh. Can I still pull that off? 171 days remaining. I don't know if I can still. I can't do live math in my head that fast. Let's see here. 171 plus 86, I think is what I had. 200. Ooh. That's cutting it close. It's cutting it so close. But maybe not. It's cutting it extraordinarily close. How many days left? 171. I got 81. 171 plus 81. Yeah, 252. I have a margin of 2 days. If I miss 2 days, I can't get the 250 different days logged. And the 250 confirmed days, unless somebody goes back and confirms contacts on several different days, I've lost that one. So I'm going to have to get on the ball and see if I can at least get the 250 days logged. I am not doing great with my logging this year, apparently. So I have a margin of 2 days to get this earned. So you can see I've been doing a confirmation recheck. So you can see that I've got a whole bunch of extra confirmations coming in now. That's really cool. So absolutely. Zach says if it means anything, I've been making contacts every day. I'm only at 76 confirmed days. Zach, run a confirmation recheck through your QSO Manager. If you want to, you just go up to your logbooks, go to QSO Manager, run a confirmation recheck, and that can even pull in confirmations from QRZ and LOTW if you have those connectors set up. So get you a little closer. Absolutely. But the team's been crushing it, and I just want to circle back to how we started today with WRTC 2026. The team did such an amazing job here, and it looks like WRTC took down some of their live streams, but you can see some of our other streams are still here. And we added this ability to put multiple streams on here. So, but what an awesome job. Congrats to the WRTC 2022 and now WRTC 2026 champions, VE3DZ and UW7LL. Over 7 million points. Great job. EU number 3 team won for second place, and EU number 6 team won for third place. Great job, guys. Great job. And what a beautiful leaderboard. I mean, the team really went all out on this. We had to go all out on this. And here's the top WRTC hunters in World Radio League. Look at this. SN0HQ, S50HQ, and 9A0HQ, all on the top hunter leaderboards, all working 49 stations. Must have been the first ones to get there. Several others worked 49 of the 50 stations. Look at that. 48. Nobody worked all 50, it doesn't appear, but so many of them worked these more combinations. Even though this one worked only 48 stations, they got more band mode combinations. So they landed in the top slot. But absolutely incredible. And it didn't look like there was a ton of... Yeah, this one worked all 50, just didn't get as many combinations. So, and it, from what I could tell, the propagation wasn't just awesome to the US. So we weren't able to get... great propagation to here. I was extraordinarily busy that day, and I wasn't even able to get on the air hardly at all to try to work them. So unfortunately, I didn't get any of them in the log. I wish I would have been able to at least try. But congrats to all the amazing WRTC team, all the WRTC competitor teams, and to the World Radio League team for doing such amazing work these past 2, 3, 4 years. Benjamin Anderson asking us, "It's the first repeat champions?" I'm actually not sure. I kind of think so, but I don't know that for sure. Grand Asset says that he followed along full WRTC 2026. It was awesome. Watched the live stream for many hours. Yes, they had a very cool live stream going. So I hope they left that up. If they left that up, go back and watch it because it was very cool. Benjamin Anderson says he was barely able to hear him, but he ended up with 20 WRTC contacts. That's great. That's great, Benjamin. One station's log was totally missing. Yes, they had networking issues, and so the pies were running fine. The World Radio League software was running fine, but they had a network connection issue, which caused a problem at one or two of the stations. So yeah, absolutely. Had some suggestions here. Well, we'll get to that here in just a second, but you can see we had a whole spotting system for the WRTC stations that worked so well. The statistics you watched, me and Catalina look at that earlier. If you didn't see that, go back and take a look at that. This animation is really incredible. This was live during the event, and now we get to replay it over and over and watch this. How cool this was to see this happening. See WRTC 2022 in the lead. EU number 6 took over EU number 3. EU number 3 took over WRTC 2022. You can see the times here, 4 a.m. WRTC took over EU number 3 again. EU number 6 took over number 3, and that's where they landed at. So it was very tightly contested, extraordinarily tightly contested. What an event! What an event! What a beautiful, amazing, and such a fun event. And yeah, my stats, of course, are all 0, but we had this beautiful stats board here so that you could track. I wish somebody would share like a screenshot. Maybe if somebody shares a screenshot before next week, we can show it. What you were able to hunt there. And of course, all the rules listed. 648 hunters. It's awesome. And my logbook with 0 QSOs, but we did have over 250,000 contacts logged. That's absolutely incredible. 258,260. So incredible. I see. Yeah. You can see your contacts confirmed in seconds. Absolutely. Yeah. So I do see we had a couple of suggestions. I asked about command center overlays and such earlier. And we had a couple of suggestions here. It'd be nice to have an overlay of your call sign spots from PSK reporter and the RBN. Absolutely. Same thing Rodney said there. And club events, I'd love to hear more about that, Rodney. What you're thinking. So anyway, WRTC 2026 is officially over, and they have informed us that it's going to be a couple of months before they announce the new location for WRTC 2030. I hope that we are a part of WRTC 2030. If James wants to go that direction, I haven't had a formal conversation with him about that yet, but I'm hopeful that maybe we can be a huge part of WRTC 2030 once again. We broke barriers, we set new records, new boundaries. That we broke boundaries, I should say, and set new standards of handling these events of public facing tools that can be used to track these events. And I think it's just amazing what we were able to accomplish in a matter of 2.5 years working with this team. And along with building a brand new world-class logging platform for everyone to use, we were able to also build this incredible live scoreboard with full connection to Raspberry Pi agents, collectors, contact collectors, and it's just such an incredible experience for us all. And we really appreciate all the support and all the amazing comments that we have received over this. We're very, very thrilled. Guys, don't forget about Ham Radio Prep for Schools. Don't forget to go sign up for a Morse Mastery account to start practicing Morse code today. And we'll look forward to seeing you if and once we have league leaderboards in Morse Mastery. We'll look forward to seeing you on those leaderboards. Do not forget to come back next week, Mondays at 2 p.m. Central. That's 3 p.m. Eastern. And hopefully James will be back with us. We'll see if he makes it back in time for Monday. And don't forget to write a social media post tagging World Radio League or Ham Radio Prep with hashtag Ham Radio this week to give Catalina some new and exciting, interesting topics that you would like to see covered in the Ham Radio This Week segment of the show. It's been an honor. It's been a privilege. It's been an absolute blast hosting the 57th episode of the World Radio League show. And we're going to come right back and do it all over again next Monday is the plan. Hope to see you there. And we'll enjoy getting to spend that time with you guys. Have an awesome rest of your week. And don't forget to get out there, get active, get on the air, and get those America 250 awards, guys. 7-3, everybody. From N0APX, I'm Andy, streaming live from the Blue Barn Studios, saying 73, and I'm clear. That